Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Ixion. We're busy preparing the protagonist. There's still one more step left to go there. In Sector 1, we had a bit of a problem here with this, the Legislative Training Strengthening Center. And so I've started to make room for a DLS center, but we're not even going to clear out this area before that is required.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, let's have a look at what that means. So the science ship team... Oh! We don't have to do the other one. The resources necessary for well-being of protagonist crew has been brought aboard. As we were completing our task, an invitation was found that had been left for us. Some of the older members of protagonist wish to meet us in the data listening. We do need to do the other one. Or we can do the Naomi protocol. Now, the question is, do we do that one first? Or do we do this one first? We can do this one. We've got the polymers for it, and we can now start do more polymers. So that's okay. Our alloys are nice and strong at the moment. I think we'll go about doing this one. Let's do this one first, and then we'll meet the elders. So let's just move through. Well, do we meet the elders first? Yeah, let's meet the elders first. Let's just do that. Let's just sort that out. I do wonder if it's the right thing. Naomi protocol has been really good to us. So let's do that one first. This one will kick off now. As soon as this is done... Oh, that's actually all filled up. Okay. With that all filled up, what I'll do is I will switch this on. And then I will build a little bit of a road through here. And I will resume the construction of this. So let's use the alloys effectively over here. And I'll want to do the EVA airlock and things like that and build... Well, there's plenty of room for people to live. Let's just have a look at moving some stuff. Electronics, we should have some electronics in each of our areas. Let's... No, definitely not that. 2 is all we need. 2 in each sector is all that we're after. So let's just get the right stuff there. And now we'll move through those. Yeah, that's all filled up now. Lots of iron. Oh, here comes another round of silicones, by the way. Is it doing 2 resources available in the sector? No. It's just doing 1 every 3 cycles here. Looking reasonable. This is back up. People are looking better in terms of trust. I wouldn't mind sorting out our trust in this sector a little bit more. I could, presumably I can start running a different policy. Let's have a look at policy and let's provide them with some generous meals here. So let's do that. We'll go and get that sorted out. That's going to use a little bit more. Now we should be getting trust back much better. So now we're neutral, happy, and neutral, and that's all good. We could up our feeding of people over here also, if we wanted. Okay, and that's done. So let's switch. Oh, actually, do we not have? We should have. Oh, there they are. The electronics are over there. Okay, there we go. So we should have electronics available for the most part, but what I'm interested in is I'm going to switch this one off for the time being, and then I'll switch that one back on, and let's just get some more polymers working, because we will need to move through that. I'm happy that our trust is looking a little bit better. Hull integrity is holding. Once we're over 600, we'll start switching that off again. How much power? 2.1 cycles, 2.1 cycles, and 2.5 cycles worth of power in our batteries. So these DLS centers are doing a fairly reasonable job. Should I go ahead and build one over here as well? Stability, a DLS center. That's 1 electronics and 35 polymers. That's okay. I think that's a reasonable thing to do. Can't be squeezed in there. It'll just have to go in here, and we can maybe... Yeah, it's such a... These shapes are all so awkward. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, let's get a DLS center up and running over there. Should be able to switch this one on. Yeah, easily. Switch that on, get that moving.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, let's pop in there and see what that's all about. Crew members lost? No. The elders, as they call themselves, have told us their story. They are among some of the last members of the crew to remember Earth. Many of the protagonists do not remember their past. The elders blame Dolos cryonic technology for this phenomenon. They testify to a significant difference between the crew of the protagonists and that of the Etimenanki. The crew of the Etimenanki was mainly composed of people who had lived on Earth almost all their lives. According to the elders, Vol technology is more than just space travel technology. They believe each Vol jump by a Dolos vessel generates a cataclysm equivalent to the initially caused to that initially caused by the tycoon. Frost tycoons, they say, are the root cause of this. And the fact that the UN self-similar space travel technology does not utilize these particles mean their ships do not leave behind such cataclysms. The discussion lasted for some time. Jutta Eisenman and Vioto Kinnunen have decided to stay on the protagonist with the elders. They do not want to follow Tycoon's mission anymore. Okay. That is interesting. This is wrong, though. There's a bit of a mistake here because that name and that name should probably match in the data listening protocol. Okay, now let's send the stuff through. We could switch it over to. Well, no. Let's just get the Mimus burner to do it again. So let's move things through and quickly finish off this. We've got the alloys, we've got the polymer. So let's go ahead and finish that off. The melon, I believe, needs to return to the Tycoon or not. Ship is missing 2 crew. The ship must return to the Tycoon and replace missing crew member before starting another expedition. So let's leave it there and see. Maybe we'll need to go and get it earlier, sooner rather than later. What's going on with fleet management? There's a lot of this to be collected, I must say. We probably need to start prioritizing that a little bit more. So let's do that. Let's do that. So instead of collecting that, you'll go and start and collect cryopods for us. The Diogenes is there too, so you can continue to bring that in. But I think maybe we'll do that. We'll just collect a little bit more this way. So carbon, silicones, and iron should all be coming in, and we're still mining stuff. Yeah, so stuff is still being mined everywhere. Okay, good. Okay, this one's done. What's our working conditions like? So we don't have enough people, but now we can build 4 of these. They are pretty pricey. They at least don't need electronics, but they need a number of workers. So what I'll do is, for the time being, I'll switch this guy off, and then we'll start building this. Okay, I'll just do this. 1, 2, 3, and what is this saying? And 4. So we'll do all of that. We'll slowly start building them. But I would like them turned off, though. Will it build? Will it build or won't it build? I don't think it's going to build. So I'll have to switch it on to get it to build. Okay, so we'll do that. What we can do is we can switch some of this off as we move into this. But we probably need some more people over here. So what is our housing supply looking like? Let's have a look at our population. So we've got a housing supply of 200 in Sector 3. So we can certainly send some more people over this way. There's definitely plenty of people living in Sector 1. Sector 2 is the one that's kind of getting pretty close to being full up. So how many people do we have living here? There's 40 there and 40 there. So we've got 80 living in these spaces. And then we've got 19 in here. So we can bring over Oh yeah, we can bring over a fair bit more without fearing too much problems. So let's move at least 30 over. How many workers do we need over here? So that's 5, and that's 5 each. So it's like, that's 25 workers there. So let's bring over 30 workers. How many do this one need? 9. So let's bring over 40. Let's bring over at least 40 workers. We've got 19 here. We can actually bring over 50 workers. 50 workers puts this at 70, and then this is at 80. So that's okay. So let's do that. So 1, 2, and that's 125. So we need 2 more of these things. Interesting. Okay, let's do it, and we'll start moving over 50 workers. So before we do that, let's check sector 1. We've got a spare 50 workers here. So let's send over the 50 workers. We'll send over 50 workers from sector 1 to sector 3. 50 workers, please, and then start that migration for us. That's a big number that we're moving over that way.
Solar panel battery damage.
Again, people should not be losing trust though, because 7%
Power supply
lost.
overloaded.
Yes, I know that, but we've got batteries, guys.
An accident has occurred in the tycoon.
All the time. So if we go here, where's our solar panel? Repair is in progress, right? Okay. Go back. Do I switch something off? Polymers are reasonable. Yeah, polymers are okay. It's only 5 power though. I'll probably switch off one of these. Switch off one of those.
Restored.
A little while that should work. We'll move on this. Another accident over there. Okay, now we're starting to see this going. Okay, do we have enough people to switch this one on? Yeah, we do. Oh, 15. Hang on, let's have a look. So, actually, we do not. Just not enough. How many of these do we still have running? So, let's switch off this guy. And then we'll switch on that one. So, we can start creating some more crew members. Alloys are running in quite nicely. We're dropping off alloys. The polymers have not started moving out yet. Is our power ready to go? Power is up again, so let's switch that back on. This is being created. Polymers are being created. I can probably switch this back on again. Oh no, we don't have enough workers over here. Switch that back on. This is under construction, and that's going to take another 3 workers, so that's okay. Actually, I need to power on one of these guys. Probably need to power off one more over here, so that we're not going to lose some power there, and we are still collecting some stuff, some sub-science stuff. I call science stuff. Let's do that. So this is under construction at the moment. It is creating. So food will be good.
Complete.
Excellent. So now we have a population transfer here. So we shouldn't see too much longer any extra conditions. Don't do extra working. Yeah, there we go. Happy and optimal. Nice. I like it. We move things through a little quicker. We're still moving alloys, right? Yeah, there goes the alloys now. Another round of alloys. Okay, what's going on with our fleet? We've still got iron to mine. Don't have anything else to mine though, so it's not going to start mining this. There's still iron to be collected. There's still carbon to be collected. Silicone. Everything else is being collected quite nicely. So that's all good. We're going to start running into problems here. Oh, I don't mind you dropping them in here. That's okay. Load them up in there, and we'll just keep 100 in there so that we can continuously, at least slowly, drop them down. Small has been disabled in Sector 2. Yeah, that's okay. It's not the end of the world for us. How many do we have here? That's all good. Polymers are looking quite good at the moment. Once this one is done, I might switch that off again and turn back to the silicones. Oh, actually, no, it's going to start moving things through. I can probably switch this one off. Save a bit on the power. Oh, we're already starting to see some food come in. Yeah, food is going to be really easy to deal with. Neutral. Should be able to get the thrust up a little bit more by potentially checking out, not the deck, checking the policies over here. The DLS center is up and running, so now I can do intense propaganda, which should get people quite happy now, right? No? Oh, I've basically lost the use of this thing. This thing's not doing anything. So let's switch it off. If it's not doing anything, let's switch it off. We're now using the DLS center only, and we'll start feeding them a little bit more.
Has occurred in the tycoon.
All crew members injured. Yeah, we're loading up on all of these people here. So our population should be growing again. What is our population looking like? Just over it over there. Yeah, we've got the room, I think. Ice is coming through. Has that been built? Okay, good. So now we will harvest 14 per cycle. Okay, well, anyway, so there's a lot of food being produced, so I can quite comfortably do a lot with the food. Okay, there goes the polymers. Okay, so the polymers have moved over. That's good. What I'll do is I will switch you off. And then we'll have sufficient people to switch you on.
Power supply overloaded.
Why? Oh,
Power restored.
really? How much power does this thing take? 30? Oh, really? We don't have enough power. Okay, well, what I'll do, I'll start switching these guys off. Now there's enough power, and I will switch you on. Good. So let's start creating a little bit more silicone. I mean, these things. Yeah, food is going to be easy. Easy. We're short on places to store the food, more so than anything else. Yeah, so that center doesn't work anymore because I've kind of overwritten it over here. Okay, let's pop out. So that's now underway. So that is actually doing its thing. A lot of iron to be collected. Wow, we're almost through that iron. That's an interesting one. The ship coming in over here. There's still some iron to be mined here. And there's a fair bit of silicone to be collected, which is good. That's fine. There's still some carbon to be collected as well, which I'm assuming, let's have a quick look at our fleet. Someone needs to be collecting carbon. Yeah, so the Mimes Brunner will be collecting carbon now that it's done its mission with the Protagoras. So opening up the next sector, we don't need to do it yet, but yeah, that's it's really just the silicone thing that we need to do. So I'm kind of wondering if we have enough research material, should we research the reduction in silicone use? Yeah, here comes the carbon. We'll be able to switch that back on again. Yeah, there's a lot of food. Yeah, we can comfortably feed more people here. Let's have a look at our management of food through the network. I think
Solar panel battery
again, Let's go that up to 180 food there, please.
Power supply overloaded.
Okay, so we'll just move some more stuff over there. Now, we need to drop power a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll go and drop this one over here. That's 15 power. We need to drop a little bit more. I'll go and drop some of the foodstuffs there. Now, we still need to drop some more power still. Not that one. Oh, it's all integrity. I can switch that back off again. So let's stop doing that for the time being. And then what I'll do here is I will go into tab and we'll say switch switch that off until we can get our power restored. Let's pop out and have a look. There is in progress, so it should be up and running soon, and then we'll switch this back on again. Nowhere to go with all of this alloys. Once that power is back, is this thing almost done? Yeah, almost done there. How much? Oh yeah, we're still underway there. How much do we still have? 460 still to collect. We're busy collecting them. We may need them as time goes on, and we're trying to fill up other parts of the
A science ship team has completed a task.
Welcome the Protagoras crew members. Transfer 250 crew members from Protagoras to Tycoon. Haha! There we go. Okay, so this thing's back on. So let's make sure to get our food going again. Return to the game. Get out of this view. And then what I'm after... Oh, so no, we're not doing water right now. What I think we should be doing is building a little bit more room for food here, please. So let's get a little bit more food room going. Okay, so let's pop out and have a quick look at what it said over here. The core system of Protagoras are now online and operational. Repairs to the superstructure are complete. We spoke with the crew of the Protagoras. It is clear that most of them now wish to pursue different goal than exoplanet colonization. With their Tachyon calculator stolen by the UN and their ability to generate vol coordinates with it, they say they will no longer attempt to reach Remus. Instead, the Protagoras will become a place for life in perpetual displacement, as there are only 2 sectors of the ship functional. However, the crew accept that they must reduce their numbers if they are to have a chance of enduring such an existence. Okay. While some will leave the Protagoras with heavy hearts, comforted only by the knowledge they are giving their crewmates the best odds of survival, many more actually wish to join us on the Tycoon and see the mission to reach Remus through to the end. We must welcome them on board the Tycoon before we leave the system and the Protagoras behind. Okay, so now we need to move some people. Leave the Protagoras. Okay, so what do we...
You can implement a new policy.
Cool, let's pause it. Let's have a look. So, there's still some chronic pods to be collected. There's 50 workers and 200 non-workers to be collected here. Okay. Okay, so that is something that we'll definitely need to make use of. The melon is done with its job. Okay, so the melon can go back to the Tycoon and get its crew replenished. So we will probably need to have a look at some additional resources. Food will not be a problem. I think we've got ourselves sorted out with the food. We just need to now provide living space for a lot of these people. And I'm kind of tempted to just do another couple of these, but we do need to also try and keep people fairly happy. So happy at the moment is propaganda, optimized quarters, which is good, which means we'll probably need to continue building more optimized quarters. But let's start by thinking about a little bit more room for people. On the other hand, we can, on this side, start creating optimized quarters also. How many people in there? That's full. That is full. So is this full? How's our crew looking? It can't be full, can it? So this isn't even full. So that's just people living there for some reason. So what we'll need to do is try and put more of these optimized quarters together. So that's definitely something I'm going to start looking at. What I'll do is I will pause the use of the unfreezing of people for the time being, because we need to move more people across. So what I'll do as a starting point is I will demolish these two, and then we'll get some more optimized pieces in here. Now that should do the trick for us a little bit, at least. We can. How many workers do we have here? We've got plenty of workers now. A lot of stuff has been switched off. Let's just switch this back on and we'll start moving.
An accident has occurred in the tycoon.
Yeah, should be fine. Lots of alloys. I can switch the alloys back on here as well. We'll just move more alloys through. So what I need to do is I need to actually move more of these alloys. So let's quickly go into the management of alloys, and what we'll do is just let's just go up to 150 alloys in sector 1, and in sector 3 we'll go up to 90 alloys over there. So let's just move over the alloys as quickly as we can, so that we're making room and we can pick up the rest again. Carbons are coming in, so we can switch that guy back on again. Okay, the polymer factory. Okay, those two are out, so let's... oh, there's a little bit of room up here, isn't there? Let's realign this piece of road there. Like this, and then we'll trim out these two. Not that that's going to give us anything, is it? We still have an access point over here. We can remove all of this. Yeah, hang on. We can remove all of that, cancel this, and then we can put a battery in there. Quickly get that piece built. Nice. And then what we'll do is we will trim that out. So there we go. So we've got a little bit more room in there. That can get a battery, but we can also put in optimized quarters right there. And once that's built, we'll see about the next step. We will then see about the next step. So that's underway. There's a lot of iron, which I'm liking. Have a look at these guys. There's still a fair bit to pick up. So we probably need to send out another probe if we're wanting to continue to collect some stuff. The carbon is probably the lowest denominator at the moment, but there's still a fair bit going on here. That's still good. Can I power this back on again? We've got the power, we've got the workers, so let's power that back on. And we'll go and build another probe. We can probably start a little bit of work on the EVA airlock over here. Let's resume the construction of the EVA airlock. We don't have the power to deal with it. Well, we could. I think we do potentially have the power to deal with it. So much food, which is good because we're getting a lot of population, a lot. If I look at fleet, yeah, I can actually go and collect those guys. Yeah, I still need to go and collect them. I just need to put them somewhere. Okay, guys, we're probably at the end of this episode. There's a fair bit that's happened. We've sorted out the protagonist, and I think we're doing reasonably well. We may have to use some polymers and get a little bit more power going. Actually, before we end, let's have a quick look. In terms of technology, we'll have 35 in just a minute. If we look at this, we can actually... Solar panel polymer cost is reduced by 10%, which I think is only like about one polymer. And then the thermal regulation, solar panel power production is increased by 2.5%. And that's currently what we've got, right? So if I have a look at this, so we've got 400. So 2.5% is about, is it going to be about, so 1% of 400 would be 4. So it's going to be 10. So 10 extra power for that amount of research. I don't quite think that's a reasonable. That is reasonable. Is there anything else we should be looking at researching? Probably electronics. So reducing the silicon required to 25, maybe one. And then the chemical lab. So 4 carbon to 5 polymers might be one that's of interest. Might do us more good in terms of building more solar panels. If we quickly pop out over here and see our construction in terms of solar panels, the next one is going to cost us a lot more. So that certainly is something to bear in mind. Yeah, these two are pretty... Oh, no, don't do that just yet. So these two are pretty pricey, but we're going to need to do that because all of this new housing and stuff that we're building, so that's 2 power, that's 1 power, yeah, is all going to still require it. So let's dismantle that building so we can get another optimized crew quarter in there. We could maybe look at getting another cell area. Oh, we can't do anything there. Maybe another cell area in there if we move things around here. Okay, so that's something. This is neutral. This is neutral. We can do a policy. Oh, we can do a policy over here. They're neutral at the moment. Our trust is all good. Hull integrity has dropped. I don't know why. I didn't pick up that we needed to improve our hull integrity, but that should be sorted out now. This is under construction. Should work quite well. Food should be reasonable. Okay, all good. We probably need another battery. But yeah, all in all, not too bad. Another stockpile issue here, Sector 1, due to an accident. Let's get another optimized quarters. Actually, yeah, that fits in there pretty nicely. And then we can actually put a little, maybe put a little road around it. We'll do that. That gives us a little bit more room as well. Just thinking about it, if we go here and we go in there, if we have a look at housing, so we've got a NEI quarter. We've got the optimized, right? And now the demotic quarter houses up to 70 crew members in high quality housing. So we could do that. I just don't know what it costs to build it. The optimized quarter is good. 4 on average, 70 in high quality. That might be the one we need to go for. And this one is, while the waste recycling policy is in effect, quarters produce waste at a rate of 1 waste per 20 inhabitants over 15 cycles. So potentially that's something that we need to do. Also, there's a lot of thinking around what we're going to use our little bit of science that we have at the moment. And we've got a probe that we need to send out, but we'll do that in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. Yeah, we're clearing stuff out quite nicely. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, hit that like button. Yes, I've said it. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in the next episode. Thanks. Bye-bye.